which still isn't great, but it kind of takes some consolation from it. Like, if we do a few things differently, we could have won that game. So
because you had it right, didn't you? There was a point in it where you had it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that we need to learn, just to put a team away, and this group hasn't done it together. So hopefully we'll have a bit more success tomorrow.
Quick one then, so I don't want to keep you too long, but London Lions, how important is it that the BBL have a lot of strong teams, not just Leicester and Newcastle dominating things, and can London become that extra factor?
I think when you look at the players that they've signed this summer, obviously myself, Zaire, Malik, and then obviously Vince has some other signings that I'm sure he'll be announcing in due course. I think that it puts us in a very good position with everybody else. Obviously speaking to Vince, he wants to continue to play the kind of basketball that they have been with, a lot of size, but now we've got a lot of size and versatility. When you talk about myself, Zaire, who's 6'4", and Joe's about 6'6", 6'7", and Malik, who's 6'8", and the list goes on. There's so we will have size and versatility, and when we do play small, our small is probably going to be bigger than most other teams in the league. So we don't lose anything in terms of height, but we gain a lot from the quickness when we play small. So to be able to go into practice and be able to tinker with those kind of things is really exciting.
Do you think that Vince and the team behind the London Lions have got visions of the Lions becoming a big focal point of the capital, one of the big sides, like an Arsenal or a Chelsea, of the basketball world?
From a basketball standpoint, that's why not? Why shouldn't that be their vision? If we're not thinking big, then why are you even bothering? So, my feeling has always been, and this is before I came here, I've said it time and time again, so I don't want anyone to think, because I signed here now I'm saying it, but I think it's important for the league to always have a strong team in London, a team that's always pushing for trophies and for honours. I think whenever anyone thinks of England, they think of London. So and that's from football, that's from basketball, that's from whatever sport. So I think that is extremely important for the club to have that kind of vision where they want to be amongst the elite, and I think the signings this summer have shown that.
How long would it be until the Lions perhaps could be competing in Europe?
That's an extremely good question. You don't want to jinx it, but to give you the most diplomatic answer, as soon as possible. Whether that means...
it's not going to happen next year, but it could... Is it on their radars?
Yeah, it's something that's that Vince has mentioned to me, and obviously, if it's something that can be done while I'm still playing for the club, then that's awesome. To be able to get back into Europe and play in one of the European competitions representing London, that would be great. So I know that's definitely something that the club wants. I think it's something that GLL want. We have the facilities, we have the capacity, so and we have the location. So I think there's be a lot of European teams that would love to come to Olympic Park, and play basketball. And I think it's something that FIBA would fully support.
Final one, and it is about Great Britain. You're the captain. Is this the next 3 qualifying games and the one on Wednesday against Bosnia? Is this do or die now for the whole GB project? Do you feel?
I don't know, because from a player standpoint, I try to be guarded against that. I try and guard our players against that. I think that we need to just worry about basketball and let the people who in the boardrooms and having boardroom meetings and behind closed doors, is for them to worry about. We've got to take care of business on a basketball court. That can be our only concern. Would it be upsetting from a personal standpoint if we didn't make another Eurobasket? Yeah, of course, because I want to play in as many major tournaments as I possibly can before I retire, before I'm not playing for GB. So from that standpoint, I'm desperate to get back. let's say worst case scenario that we don't make the Eurobasket, but we would only be one quarter of a big picture, you know. So if the worst happened and we didn't, should the women be punished? Should the under 20 men's and under 20 women's be punished? You know, I think that would be massively unfair to all their hard work. But you know, obviously from our standpoint, if we qualify, then it puts a lot more pressure on the powers that be.
Brilliant. Drew, thanks a lot, mate. Appreciate it. Well done, mate. Good luck with the season. It's good to see you here. It's good, isn't it?